I had to make sure I donned a little bit of red, white, and blue for today. Yeah, I know. Honestly, yesterday when it got to the point where my dad and I are just like, do you want to just head home? Because, like, nothing was going on. The weather got better, but then it started getting kind of bad. Thankfully, it got rainy after we left. We're just like, yeah, let's just go home. So, sadly, I couldn't be at the lake today. But, you know what? It's fine. You know, I don't need to be at the lake to take the time to dedicate this video to all those who are in service right now in remembrance of all the sacrifices that they've made, as well as dedicate this video to the gentlemen from Trinity-Pawling who all had their graduation yesterday. Yeah, Trinity-Pawling actually had their graduation yesterday. So, I guess in a sense it's kind of a good thing I didn't really do a class and session video on Saturday. Well, I mean, I wouldn't have done it anyway because it was the weekend of a holiday that we'd be off of school. But honestly, with the exception of choir, every single class I have left to talk about are classes I took at Horseheads. So for sure, I'm going to be talking about choir this upcoming week. And then I'll finish up the last two classes for the class and session videos, you know, as time goes by. Time goes by. Anyway, right, so what was my low, my high, my active kindness? Well, my low is, yeah, I'm not at the lake today, but at the same time, I don't feel upset by it. Plus, I got to spend some time with my dad yesterday. So that was a pretty big high. And my act of kindness was, you know, it was actually my idea to get started on, you know, turning the stones over on our, you know, beachfront at the cottage. Which, I'm just saying this right now, you know, my father went to go take a shower after he ran, and then he was going to come out and help me, right? I cleaned up like half of the beach by the time he got out. If you ask me, I think he probably took a little too long of a shower, if you know what I mean. I'm saying he was trying to get out of something, you know? Anyway, it was still great. We still got to spend some time together. We did a really good thing. I also vacuumed yesterday at the cottage before we left, you know, make it look nice. And I just said this earlier, but I want to dedicate this video to all the men and women who are in service right now, because, you know, this is their day. You know, take the time to remember like what they do, or, you know, if you were in service, or you are currently serving, or if you sadly lost someone in service, you know, this video is all for you guys, you know, for sure. As well as, again, Trinity-Pawling had the graduation yesterday, so this video is dedicated to them as well. Good morning. Happy Memorial Day, everyone. Or happy Memorial Monday, everyone. Yeah, because today is Monday. And before I get into the manga chapter, I normally don't talk about politics on this, but I actually did notice something that I honestly wanted to bring to attention. If you've been paying attention to the news at all, a lot of people are really upset with the vice president, who I believe posted a tweet saying, enjoy the long weekend, and everyone got upset by it. And don't get me wrong, I see why it's bad. It's bad that she said it. I do. I wholly agree with it. But I do want to give her the benefit of the doubt enough to say that I think her reasoning was, because here's the thing, the vice president is, you know, kind of a younger sort of person, and I think she was trying to appeal to, you know, the younger demographic, because let's be honest, if you're a kid, the only thing that matters to you at this time of year is that you get a day off of school, and that's it. So they really don't know why they would even have a day. Honestly, they have no clue why we celebrate Memorial Day, or much less why they'd even be appreciative of it. I mean, don't get me wrong, what Vice President Harris did was dumb, but I can see why she did it. It doesn't make me upset or anything, but I know that makes a lot of people upset, and believe me, I'm with you. You have every right to feel that way, especially if, again, today is supposed to be your day. But let's be honest, presidents and vice presidents in office have done and said far worse than that. I mean, listen, our country was founded, on the desire for independence, but we've had a lot of corrupt politicians in our history, for sure. We've had womanizers, thugs, drug users, you name it. So, let's be real here. What Vice President Harris said on Twitter, it is not the worst thing in the world. I think we can calm down just a little, okay? And keep in mind, I actually am a Republican. And I'm saying that we should calm down a little bit. Because, again, this is not the worst. And it won't be the last bad thing that's been ever said during a person's time in office anyway. But enough talking about politics and stuff like that. We have a One Piece manga chapter to read today now, don't we? I'm not gonna lie, this was perched like right next to the camera like the entire time. And I will admit, even though it looked pretty stable, I was still freaking out that it was gonna potentially fall over. But let's get into One Piece chapter 1014, The Hand. Rather blunt, or brunt for a title, isn't it? Okay, looks like we're picking up where we left off. And, Luffy fell into the sea. Oh, that is not good. Wait, how the heck does Kaido know about Joy? Okay, the only reason why Kaido would ever know who Joy Boy was has to be because of his time on the Rocks Pirates. That has to be it. Although I love how Kaido is just standing there looking comfortable. He's holding his club like this. Like he's all fancy, sort of like. Okay. And it looks like he wants to announce the results of what happened to everyone in Yushima. Alright. Alright, looks like Momonosuke is reading Oden's journal. And okay, just as I thought. Momonosuke was going to read Oden's journal, and that now makes him the most knowledgeable person probably in this entire series. I'm going to pray for this little boy, I'm not going to lie. Because now everyone who's anyone is going to want to kill him, or save his life. Then again, if Luffy wasn't out of commission, he'd probably wind up doing both almost. Although we do more saving than killing. Although that does remind me, now that Luffy's out of commission, there's two things that are coming to mind here. One, it won't be a matter of how he gets saved. I mean, I am going to be questioning that. But I'm also going to wonder, how's he going to get back to the battlefield? Honestly, I'm open up to a world of possibilities. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if, the Big Mom Pirates finally arrive and they somewhat rescue capture Luffy. I'd be open to that. Plus, it would be a way for Luffy to use, if Brule happens to be there, he could use the Mirror World to get back up to the battlefield. Just a possibility, I suppose. And also, with Luffy out of commission, we're actually going to be able to focus a little bit more on what's going on. Now, because, don't get me wrong, Luffy may be the main character, but with him gone, we can actually focus on everybody else. Don't worry, Luffy's going to come back. I mean, he kind of has to. This is his story. He has to come back. Alright, let's see. Alright, Chopper. Okay. Just suplexing Queen like a boss. Okay. So I think we got Chopper versus Queen. I like this. I actually have to point out. Well, actually, I have something to say for the very end. But, okay. It looks like it's a flashback to when... Looks like Caesar Clown did a little favor for Chopper, made his Rumble Ball last a lot longer. Cool. Okay then, alright. Okay, looks like news of what happened on top of Nigashima is being spread everywhere. It looks like all the Straw Hats are giving their, reactions. Frankie. See Who's Who fighting Jinbei. Okay. Although I don't know why Who's Who went back to human form when he should be in his cat form at this point, but, whatever. Alright, Brooke and Robin. Man, I hope their fight with Black Maria isn't off screen too much. I really want to see this fight happen. Okay. This is reassurance that Luffy's fine because, Zoro and Sanji are like, pardon the language, screw that. Yeah. Seriously, the monster trio may not work together in tandem when they're like fighting together, but they can definitely agree on plenty of things. And when it's Zoro and Sanji saying, yeah, Luffy's gonna be fine, you better believe that I believe it. So we're cool. Oh no, Kandro. I was wondering if he was gonna show his ugly acting drawing mug again. Oh no. Did he really make another Odin clone? Luckily, Kikunojo figured out right away. And she got stabbed. Because she couldn't bring herself to do it. Listen, I know it's showing that Kiku is, down for the count. But I don't buy that she's dead. I don't buy that Ashura Doji's dead either. And just a hunch, I'm pretty sure that Kinemon is going to slice up Kandro. Yep. Called it. I still don't buy Kandro's dead either. Because this is the second time we've seen Kandro die. And if rule of things is a thing, which it is, Kandro's going to do something, probably another thing that's crazy. I'm just guessing. Just because, again, he's already done this twice before. And now Kaido's back. See, I'd be worried, but again, I just said that Kandro may do something like this again. This could be exactly what I was referring to. Although, it looks like Kaido is using his club that's imbued with Conqueror's Haki against Kinemon. That ain't good. And it looks like Onigashima is reaching the Wano mainland. Thus, adding a little more seriousness to the present arc calamity. Oh, and yeah, it looks like Kinemon got her too. Okay, so folks, I don't know how to break this down to you. We received a boatload of massive news in this chapter. Thankfully, there's no break next week, so I won't be freaking out for the next 2 weeks. Although, I actually do want to point out something. Yeah, Luffy's down for the count, and it looks like each and every one of the scabbards is slowly but surely either out of commission or in a fight of their own. But in spite of this, the raid is still going surprisingly well. I mean, yeah, Luffy, falling into the sea, yeah, that's bad. That's about as dark as this raid has gotten so far. But in the grand scheme of things, 2 of the Tobiropo are down. 1 of them's defected. A whole bunch of Kaido's men have defected thanks to Queen. Really, the only big names of the bad guys that we have yet to bring down are Kaido, Big Mom, Queen, King, Jack, and a few of their higher-ups. And that's it. So, things are going surprisingly okay still. Oh, don't get me wrong, I'm still worried. And I am not convinced that we're out of the thick of it yet. Not even close. In fact, I won't be surprised if we get to chapter 1030 and we're still doing this. Literally the end of this year, and we're still gonna be in the raid. I won't be surprised if, I say that, but then again, Act 3 could always still end, and we could start Act 4 if we were doing the whole Johak Q thing. All in all, this was a very good chapter. It really was. I mean, don't get me wrong, starting off with Luffy falling into the ocean, falling into the water, that was bad. But now we can actually focus on what other people are doing. And listen, this isn't the first time Luffy's faced defeat like this. In fact, this is exactly what happened on Alabasta when he fought Crocodile. The first time he fought Crocodile, it was a complete mismatch. The second time he fought Crocodile, they were somewhat evenly matched, but Luffy still had much to learn, therefore, he lost. Both times, Luffy almost died, by the way. So, when we get into the inevitable third and final showdown between Luffy and Kaido, it's going to be for keeps. And I have confidence Luffy's going to win. Just like I have confidence that everyone's going to have a good day today. Like, favorite, share, and subscribe button. Follow me on social media platforms. Join me on YouTube. I'm your host in this video for all of you guys who are watching Door for today. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Memorial Day. And remember, if you guys want to talk, channel, we're here to lend you all your back. Take care and make good choices. See ya.